Yesterday, Game Freak revealed their first gameplay trailer for Pokémon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire at E3, and it set social media alight with speculation and theories as to what we can expect to see from these games come November. Alas, I've waited 24 hours to fully break this trailer down, and this is my take on everything we can expect and what we've learned judging by this 2-minute trailer we received. I'll only be breaking down the gameplay footage, as the real life sequence doesn't really allude to much. We start with the starter Pokemon selection screen. This may look like nothing, it looks identical to the starter selection screen in Pokemon X and Pokemon Y. However, pieced together with the Koro scans we received earlier this week, we can easily see what the top and bottom screen looks like while picking our starter Pokemon. Tiny detail, but interesting nonetheless, a neat take on the starter selection screen in the original games. The next little series of clips doesn't really reveal too much, just that we will be receiving a game graphically similar to previous 6th generation games Pokemon X and Pokemon Y, which isn't a surprise, but perhaps with a more colourful, vibrant backdrop. There's a whole series of battle background terrain featured, and it all looks superb. Trico looks to be on Route 101 in the first battle against Zigzagoon, Torchic roughly on Route 114, and Mudkip on Route 109. Once again, not a huge detail, just a small detail. This little battle introduction screen is a super nice, clean update from the original games, emulating Pokemon X and Pokemon Y's aesthetic. It appears that gym leaders will once again not be receiving a 3D model in battle in favour of Sugimari artwork displayed, along with a really nice 3D wireframe version of the badge you were challenging for. Similar to X and Y, with minute details changed. The next sequence of clips are ran through in very quick succession, however we get a general feel for how different areas of the games will look. Some of these will be covered quickly as there isn't too much to mention. The first clip features the northern part of Route 104, the second features the protagonist receiving a lift in Mr. Briney's boat en route to Juford Town and or Slateport City. The next clip showcases the innovative Fortree City, and the next clip features Route 110 on the bicycle path. The next few clips are rather interesting. The first gym showcased appears to be the Psychic Gym of Mosdeep City, featuring numerous Psychic type trainers. This isn't confirmed, that's just my observation. The next gym appears to be the Fire type Gym of Lava Ridge Town, featuring the panels that mean you can navigate from floor to floor, as well as numerous trainers who appear to specialise in Fire type Pokemon. The next scene features Steven Stone lecturing us on the idea of Mega Evolution, a feature introduced into the original games, and obviously entails some different plot elements. Steven Stone will likely play a huge role in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, with the mysteries surrounding how Mega Evolution will be used, and appears to be on Route 119. Finally, the protagonist is seen entering the Team Magma and Team Aqua hideouts simultaneously. Whether they've been moved or are in their original locations is currently unknown. According to the official Hoenn map, they could have been moved to a different location, perhaps this shady spot shown on screen now. The next segment is particularly interesting. Inspecting Maxie and Archie here, they both appear to have rainbow coloured pieces attached to them, similar to the Mega Evolution pieces used for the protagonists in Pokemon X and Pokemon Y, as well as these games. This almost certainly alludes to Mega Evolutions for their primary Pokemon, which could be Camerupt and Sharpedo, or it could mean Mega Evolutions for Pokemon in generations previous to or forward from Generation 3. The heads of the evil teams will almost definitely be receiving new Mega Evolutions, which is super exciting. The next segment we already know the details of. We just see Brendan and May Mega evolving their starter Pokemon, something we already know, but it's nice to see the animations are looking as great as ever. The Mega starter Pokemon all simply do their usual song and dance, getting a move off on one another, Sceptile with Leaf Storm, Blaziken with perhaps Flare Blitz, and Swampert with perhaps Scald. Finally, we are treated to seeing Groudon and Kyogre changing forms, by the looks of things through the use of the Red Orb and the Blue Orb respectively, and they look strikingly menacing. It's likely that we'll be combating them in the same location of the original games, just judging by what we can see. The games are due for release for November 21st of this year in North America and Japan, and November 28th in Europe, most likely due to localization issues for the PAL release. I hope you've enjoyed this in-depth analysis of the trailer. I hope you've learned something you perhaps didn't know previously. 300 likes would be really appreciated for an in-depth analysis of the Mega Evolutions for Sceptile and Swampert tomorrow. And feel free to subscribe so you don't miss any more of my Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire news and speculation videos. My name is P. Winnall, thank you so much for watching, and peace out.